Getting started with a brand new episode. Just waiting for all the social media platforms to. Uh, okay, yeah, LinkedIn, we are here. Okay, just waiting for YouTube. And I think we are live on YouTube as well. Yeah, yes, here we go. Just one moment. Okay. What if I told you that the single biggest skill that you learn will actually open up doors for you to master multiple skills. And as you continue doing it over a period of time, you begin to realize you are literally an expendable. Today's episode number 51. By the end of it, I will ensure that you get the entire skill deep inside of you, step by step, what to do, what not to do. So, all I need from you is to hit that follow button, to hit that like button, to hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you are with me, take a lot of notes, write to me whatever you feel as you are with me right till the end of the episode. And by the end, I will be giving you a very, very special gift. So, just stay tuned. Make sure that you're interacting with me in the chat box as well. Okay. Episode number 51. Here we are. So over the last 50 days, whatever it is that we have discussed, whatever it is that we have learned, we have shared, it all came down to how communication plays as the fundamental skill that resonates everything. Yesterday's episode, we spoke about how showing up for the world, talking to people individually, talking to people through content, talking to people through DMs and interactions. That's what sets the tone. And then surprisingly, I got an email from one of the educational companies that I love going through their content. They sent me an email, and there they mentioned that the future of the world is going to be more of human to human. Think about it for a moment. When you watch, read, or go through anything, a message, an email, a video, anything at all, you are able to make out something inside is able to make out whether it's a human generated or it is AI. Now, very quickly, while I'm sharing this, just drop in the comment. What do you feel? This is Suryadeep live or this is AI? Just drop in the comments. Okay, I'm waiting for the answer. I'm going to check every answer. Something doesn't feel aligned. Something feels missing. And while I was having this interaction with Yogeshwari yesterday, we were speaking about quite a few interesting points. The first point was obviously now she's taking control of the sales and marketing side of Sunsden, and she's responsible for all the revenue that we generate. And she has promised me that by February, we would have completed 3 back-to-back months of sold out cohorts. Now, how she's going to do it, that's up to her. I have nothing to think about. All she needs from me are the right resources through which she can learn and implement. So my job is to give those details. But then at the same time, she has been doing a lot of one-to-one calls. When we start to break down and analyze and discuss, brainstorm about what happened in the one-to-one call, what were the learnings, what were the observations, we realized that every one-to-one call is only when someone is expressing their interest to join our live cohort. Now, why would someone express their interest? Because they are genuinely facing a problem. Which means whatever it is that we have on offer, until and unless someone going through are getting that crystal clear idea about how is this one cohort going to help me solve the problems that I'm facing in my life, and every single thing that I'm going to learn and implement will directly create a positive ripple effect in my life in terms of growth, they will definitely not sign up. So if that's the situation, how can we ensure that we are using communication to clarify it to them? So we sat down yesterday and created that landing page. Now, what is a landing page? If a human being is going through any of the problems and they're searching for solutions in the internet, someone in the world are giving that solution in the form of a digital product. It could be a webinar, it could be an ebook, it could be a live boot camp, it could be a workshop, it could be anything. A page where the entire information about what problem they are solving, how are they solving the problem is being mentioned, where an ideal prospect or someone who is having the problem will land to read that page and take a calculated decision whether they want to move forward or not. That is what is called as a landing page. Now, over the last 5 years, before things were all out in the website, you go to a website, you go through endless pages after pages after pages to find out what is it that you need and why do you need it. Especially in the last 5 years, the attention span has reduced so much that people don't even have the time to scroll through and read. That's why landing page is what specifically talks to one customer audience, one target audience, one pain point, one solution, every single thing detailed out in one single page that takes less than a minute ideally to read it. So every time we create a product, if we have a landing page, it becomes easy. Now, there are different companies, coaches and trainers. They pay money to these social media platforms where the platforms showcase the landing page through content, as in you create a content which you put out, either a video content or a graphic image, could be anything. People will watch that content on that specific platform while they are using that platform. And if they resonate with the content, they'll click on the button. When they click on the button, they come to that landing page. Now, mind you, every piece of this puzzle, to create that graphic, you are communicating through text with people. If it's a video, you're communicating through both video and audio to someone. If it's multiple videos, the video also has elements in which you are addressing the pain problem, what problem you are going to solve, and then you are bringing people into that landing page. Even in the landing page, you have written content, a combination of videos and audios if the opportunity exists. You have screenshots, you have people speaking about the benefits that they've had while after joining the program. All of those things are in one page. Every single aspect of it, are you able to understand that communication is involved? So yesterday, Yogeshwari and I sat down and we made a list of the common questions that people were asking. And she gave me 9 questions to be precise. But then I realized when I am talking to people, because I've had around 7 years of experience in sales, all the way from a business development executive in healthcare tourism, all the way to leading and creating tech companies' sales teams, IT companies' sales teams from scratch, both on the training and development side, as well as the actual leading the sales executives. That's how I ended my corporate career for now. So I realize it's not just those 9 common objections that people have, but there are further more as well. So I created a list of the entire common objections. And common objections, mainly a couple of them, if I give you the top 5 common objections that people have, one is I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have, okay, wait, I will actually give you the actual points. Let me just very quickly open my document, that the common objections document that I created yesterday also for me, just for me to go through. So it's taking a little time. I'm just waiting up. And yeah, so the way the common objections work is when people go through a proper landing page or they go through some information, they still have further questions. And usually it's the same question that is being taken care of left, right, and center. It just goes on and it doesn't really stop. So I will just remove all this and here we go. So the most common objections is goes from a surface level to core level. And again, I have to give credit to Alex Hormozy for teaching this. The first level, which is the superficial level, is the circumstance. Circumstance as in, I have a time problem, I have a value problem, or I have a fit problem, as in, I don't have time to go through the program. The value problem is I don't have the money to go through. The fit problem, I'm not sure it's the right fit for me or not. Then the next level is the others problem, which is the authority. I don't know if this is the right person who's going to guide me. I'm not sure whether this person will be able to help me out to solve that particular problem or not. And then the third problem is called as, this is the deepest one, which is the self problem, which is avoidance. I don't think I really need it. I don't really need it right now. I don't have that urgency to go ahead right now. Now, each of these problems have a definitive way to handle them even before we discuss with someone. So I broke down this entire set of problems, and each of these sub problems have further categories as well. What is the refund policy? Do you even have a refund policy? What's the process in which, how do I know that this process is definitely going to work? So all these list of questions compiled, I found out a total list of 25 questions. Now, please note, here is what I did. Instead of actually sitting down and writing stuff, I had a brainstorming and interaction with AI in two aspects. The first, I told them, you are an you are a student who has a decent bit of money coming in, and you've been going through this experience where you want to learn communication skills but not sure where to get a head start. You saw my landing page and now you went through it. This is my landing page copy, which was the previous version of our landing page, and I gave the details. Now I want you to act as a student, and I am talking to you to clarify your doubts. Ask me all the questions that you have, and I will answer them. So AI, in this case ChatGPT, started asking me all those questions, and I started answering those questions. So I was playing the role of a sales expert here. AI was playing the role of an ideal student here. The role is clearly defined, and we are having an interaction. Based on the interaction, then I told, okay, now I hope I've sold it to you. Good. Now I want you to make a list of all those questions and answers that we just brainstormed. And I got a list of questions and answers. Next, I told, okay, you are a landing page expert. And this time I want you to think from a purely copywriter's perspective and tell me what are the other objections that a prospect can have if they go through the landing page. I got some more questions and some more answers. And again, this time I played the role of the sales expert. The landing page again turned into the student asked me those questions. I gave the answers. That gave me an entire list of 25 questions, which I then told the same AI platform. This time, I want you to act as a landing page copywriter with over 20 years of experience, compile all the things that we have discussed, and give me the detailed answers, which I can upload in the landing page in the FAQ section. The answers that came out, of course, if you check the link below, I have given the link of the landing page. Okay, it's written as speak to lead Gumroad. Some kind of a link will be there. Only 10 seats available. So if you click on that page, if you scroll down to the FAQ segment, you will be able to see all those questions and answers. Majority of the questions and answers were written by AI, but answered by me. All it did was formatted the answers by adding those emojis or those visual hooks that makes it visually appealing to read. Yesterday, it took me 2 hours to build the entire thing. Once I did so, I also added a couple of videos, these daily lives that I'm doing. The entire playlist is added over there, which people will go through. And I keep telling that the whole AI thing will keep getting upgraded over and over again. With each month, our students are getting success stories. We have a very, very straightforward policy. We will only take your consent. And if you give us a thumbs up, only then we will upload that as a part of uh, the testimonial thing, so that people can get to know if the before and after of your transformation once you join our program. So we've created that entire cycle, which is all uploaded in the landing page. Now, if I can create one landing page in a platform like Gumroad, don't you think I will slowly learn the design skills as well to create a landing page on any platform? Whether it's ClickFunnels, whether it's StanStore, whether it's Element or WordPress, any platform I can create multiple landing pages. The fact that I know how to communicate as an audience, as a sales expert, as a landing page, all these different roles with AI, most importantly, keep my prospect, the person who wants to learn communication as a priority, as the centerpiece. Tony Robbins, my mentor, says, you should never ever fall in love with your product. Your product is garbage. You should fall in love with your ideal customer. In December, we are already working with our ideal customer. Yogeshwari has beautifully started attracting ideal customers. So now what we know is the engine has already started working. And it's working beautifully because every single moment in our life, we are using communication as the very basic foundation. We also had this little discussion, Yogeshwari and I. We were discussing, what if January seats are not filled? What if it takes us more time to fill in the seats? We have prospects reaching out to us. We have people texting us that, oh, Suryadeep, I really want to do it. Can you send me details? But then I don't want to do it this month. I want to do it next month, or I'm occupied, or I don't have the money. A lot of these things are coming in. What all we need to do is understand that it's not that we are not able to sell. It's just that we need to adapt and upgrade that little micro skill related to communication. In this case, it is out and out objection handling. We also came to realize that Yogeshwari is going into those calls with just the thought of, I want to interact and get to know my ideal customer, my target audience. Now, imagine when you set the intention of going into a call with, I just want to get to know my ideal customer. Would you really have the mindset of handling objections and selling? So these were the conversations that happened. Now, because we were doing that entire task for the last for 2.5 hours, my brain literally got fogged, because you have to put all the pieces together. Yogeshwari is reading it all and cross-checking every point, giving me the corrections as well. We recently upgraded our 30-day live cohort to a 10-week program across 3 phases. So we're literally upgrading every single step in the way. As we are building it, we are building something world class, where we know that the product is amazing. All we need to tell people is, these are the problems that you're going through, these are the solutions that you need, here is how the aspect of program is going to help you achieve it from point A to point B. This brings me to a point where right now I want to give you a little crash course and a master class on marketing, funnels, and sales. So this is more like, you can say that I'm doing this live for Yogeshwari and also for me, because I want that 101 aspect of communication involvement in all these peak areas of all the companies in this world. Okay. You look at any company, every company has either of the two things. Either they're selling a product, cell phones, things you can hold in your hand, mugs, toothpaste, toothbrush, any of the stuff that they're selling, products that they're selling. Second is a service. So salon or massage, marketing, coaching, service. So these are the two major things that are being sold. So on a product front is the actual product and the service that is being sold to people. The company is the one who is selling the product or service. The audience is the prospect, the leads who are buying the product and service. Now, what's the one thing that is connecting everything together? It's communication, isn't it? If you want to tell your audience, what is your product all about? What is the service all about? How is it going to help you? What problems are you having that this product or service will solve? What solutions can you expect when you decide to invest in this product and service? Answering questions, you have to do so through communication. Now, the question arises is, are you communicating from your perspective or from the idea, from the audience's perspective? The moment you are able to tap into the emotions of the audience with respect to the product and service, that's when you introduce something in your ecosystem, which is called as a brand. Does Apple sell phones, or Apple sells luxury, a feeling, an emotion? Does Nike sell shoes, or Nike sells a vision? Something to think about, right? That's branding 101. Okay, once branding is sorted, then as you have created the product and service, you also need to create value add-ons to give to the world, through which the world will get to know about your product and service. And that communication is what is called as marketing. Simple as that. Whether it's a picture, a video, a way to get more and more people to get to know about your product and service, that is what is called as marketing. Now, I just watched a detailed video yesterday of, again, one of my mentors, Simon Squibb. He speaks to a youngster who dropped out of college with his friends and created a brand called as flavored toothpicks. And their only form of marketing was reaching out to some of the big influencers on the planet to make them try the toothpick. So wherever they're going to concerts, they're holding a big banner, "Can you try a flavored toothpick?" And the person who's performing watches the board, calls them out, tries the toothpick, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is pretty good." Someone recorded that clip and that clip went viral. They, when an influencer subtly promotes and tells that it's a good experience, guess what's going to happen to the company? It's definitely going to blow up, right? And that's marketing. It's communication. You see, look at the layers of communication involved over here. They have a flavored toothpick and they want the influencers to test them out or try them out. So they are reaching out to the influencers over Instagram. They go to the concerts and they're putting up a board, which is a written form of communication, so that the person can read it and then respond back. They'll go and give the toothpick. There's a value exchange. There's conversations happening. They will try the toothpick. The person, the influencer, the concert person, is going to try the toothpick, and then he's going to share using his words how was his experience. That entire thing is recorded over a video. The video is watched by millions of people. Are you able to see how communication is related to everything? And yet, how many marketers are there in this world who find it so difficult even to communicate? And yet they're marketing geniuses. Are you able to see the gaps that are there in the market right now and the enormous amount of problems that Yogeshwari and I are stepping up to solve just by showing up every single day through DMs, through lives, through videos, through interactions? This is the kind of ecosystem that we are building. And again, that is a combined, what I think together, I mean, she has more than 10 years of experience in the corporate. I have 7 years plus going on. Of course, in Sunsden also, we are considering as a part of corporate itself. We are literally putting every single thing that we are learning into practice day in and day out. And that's why I'm so proud that, well, it doesn't matter whether December was a sold out cohort or not. January, we are even going to get a single seat or not. Really doesn't matter, because I know for sure if we are just stacking up all these different communication elements, there's definitely going to be someone who needs it, will know it, and will sign up. In fact, guess what? In December, it's so crazy because there are only 3 participants. Imagine the enormous amount of one-to-one time each participant are getting without having to pay the entire one-to-one fees. We are feeling so happy that we get to serve them, only them. It's crazy. So that's marketing. Now, marketing leads to awareness, leads to just the creating that interest. But then the next step is the decision to buy the product or invest in the service. And that is when sales comes in. Now, personally, having generated I think by this time, almost over 15 CR for the companies that I've served over the last 7 years, cumulative 15 CR and above. Of course, my teams have generated far more, but I'm just talking about my individual contributions. I've come to realize that sales is the most unique form of service. It's just service. And sales is also the most ultimate form of communication, because there you're involving so many different subtle parts of communication, which shifts people to take a decision. Elements like your facial expression, your smile, your tonality, your intonation, your active listening, your ability to ask questions, your ability to be intuitive, your ability to take control of the conversation and give control of the conversation, to ensure that I'm even going to go into some words which might sound slightly controversial, but please understand, it's all in good conscience always. Words like manipulation, negotiation, convincing, persuasion, all these things happen in sales eventually to help the person take a right decision. And I'll come up with examples like how in college, my batchmates used to persuade me to try and have a smoke or take a sip of alcohol. I would go into the elements where my dad got successfully persuaded by his college mates, and he became a chronic smoker and a chronic drinker, only to realize now, as he's touching his 70s, that, oh my god, that was a mistake. It also leads to a time where I'm taking a decision to step out of the corporate to build my own company, because the companies that I've worked for was not at 100% in the happiness quotient that I felt. So I'm creating one for myself and for the people who's going to come and join us. To the examples of how a company convinces you to join them, a company persuades you to buy their product and service. Anything where a decision is involved, that's when sales is involved. And again, thanks to Alex Hormozy, one of my mentors, 95% of sales comes down to how are you handling objections. So it's not about the product and service that you have created, because everyone who creates something knows that it's the single greatest thing that is ever created in the history of mankind. You ask any company founder, anyone, you try to tell them about the flaws, they get defensive straight away. For me personally, sales is when you are able to help your prospect or lead clarify every single doubt or question that they have with respect to the challenges that they're going through in their life, the ideal solution that they would like to have or they'd like to experience in their life, and how your product and service is going to help them move from where they are, which is the challenges and the breakdowns, pain points, to the future, the ideal future that they would like to achieve. Now, does that mean that you need to give everything about your product? All you need to let them know is the specific aspects of your product or service that can guide them step by step from where they are to where they need to be. That's sales. If marketing and sales is taken care of, we'll move to the next element. By the way, before we move there, let's understand the deeper aspects of communication in sales. You need to sit down and listen to their problems. That's active listening. You have to analyze and find out how the problem is related and what your product has, which is going to solve that problem. That's deep intrapersonal communication happening inside your head while you are parallelly listening to the person speaking and sharing their challenges and their goals with you. Then you're going to organize your thoughts in which you're going to give them the answers. Even before you do so, you have to ask them inquisitive questions that gives you more details, helps you build rapport and gather intelligence. So that's the power of asking good questions, open-ended questions. A terminology that Yogeshwari and I have invented in our first course, which is called as the transformational questioning activity. You have to understand how to create an expression where you're creating a safe space for the person when they're talking to you. You got to understand the tonality in which you're going to ask questions, the tonality that's going to shape their decision making. Then you're going to ask questions. You're going to understand their answers, frame more questions, help ensure that the questions is turning out to be slowly rhetorical questions that helps and makes them tell you how important it is for them to sign up instead of you telling it for them. The moment salespeople miss that, like they start telling, I feel this is important for you. You cannot say that until unless you've won the trust or you've won that rapport, isn't it? Then you have to guide them with the links, with the payment details and everything. Ensure that the transaction happens. When they pay the money, you have to give them the first steps. You have to do the onboarding steps. You have to do the thank you and the acknowledgement and all of those things. You got to end the sales call with a high in which you're building even deeper rapport, because now they've exchanged value in the form of money with you. They are connected with you. They're dependent on you. They've trusted you that you are going to help them get to the solution. Multiple touch points. In fact, If it's marketing, there are 10 touch points in terms of communication skills. In sales, there's 100. The worst part is you have to implement all 100 at the same time. Now, there's nothing to worry. Over a period of time, I am in the process of building marketing 101, sales 101. Again, I will do all of that. I cannot do everything all at once. These are Yogeshwari's words, not mine. So don't complain right now. Just be with me. Okay. Just be with me. This is me building awareness through which I will later build stuff and I'll share them with you absolutely for free. You have nothing to worry. Every time I launch a Udemy micro course, I'm putting it out on social media, especially the lives that I do. I will be sharing the same. And the first 1,000 people who have the no, it's first come, first serve. So you're going to click, you get a free sign in for the micro course. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. If this is marketing, then the next aspect of it is the post sales, where I think customer support is what begins. So in our case, when people join the cohort, my responsibility is to onboard them. So the best way that I do it is I just record a video, a heartfelt video with all my energy, like celebration video. I just shared a short 60 to 90-second video that immediately hits the connection. Then I share with them the WhatsApp group, the onboarding form. I share with them I guide them step by step. I sit with them for that one-to-one, initial one-to-one, where I go through whatever they've filled into the form, ask them more questions. And that's when they realize that, oh my God, if I've had such a phenomenal sales conversation, now in the onboarding step and the customer support, I'm getting far more than what I could have ever imagined. And this is a company that I can trust. And I'm not just talking about the company Sun's Den, but the company of people who is there for me. And I keep telling them I'm a single text away. Just drop me a text whenever you need. I have realized over the last 7 years, yes, I've got a lot of expertise in sales, but customer support is what I enjoy the most. Now that is one of the lagging indicators in every business. Customer support does not bring in money. And that's because the companies don't understand how customer support can bring in money. If you add a sales incentive to it, every customer support will bring in a testimonial, a success story, and a nudge for them to sign up for the next program or continue with the next service or pay the next set of fees. It works like magic. In fact, when you don't do enough good customer support, things lag behind and your business soon starts growing down. I was also watching a video of Alex Hormozy yesterday. There are two things that every business needs to do in order to make sure that they are growing. Number one, you need to decrease your customer acquisition cost, which means the amount of money you are going to spend through your marketing, through your sales, through your company, the employees who are working to bring in one customer. The amount of money that you're spending to bring one customer, the less that is, and that happens when there are enough referrals and affiliates and all of these multiple communication systems involved in the sales process, which brings in more customers. You don't have to spend that much, so the overall customer acquisition cost comes down. Or you increase the lifetime value of every customer, which means if someone comes into your ecosystem, how much more they are going to pay. Now, in a service, let's just say if it's a digital marketing service, where I'm actually sitting down and creating the digital marketing, handling it end to end for every customer, so I can charge them a monthly retainer fee. You're able to understand monthly retainer fee. Could be a service, it could be a consulting, it could be a done for you service, it could be a do it with you service. A service involves multiple payments that keeps coming in. In an educational platform, you have to pay every month in order to be a part of those platforms. There are quite a few such coaches and trainers in the world who've turned subscription models, again, that keeps taking money out of your pocket all the time. But when it comes to a product which is like a one-time service, in that you cannot have a higher lifetime value. The only way you can have it is by increasing your price, which again is a completely different topic altogether. How do you increase your price? Again, each of these touch points requires communication. You talking to your customer, understanding the needs and challenges and the pain points of your customer, doing every single thing in your power to ensure that you have multiple streams of communication forms to solve it. Yesterday, when I sat down to build those multiple assets for me, I got to realize that, again, for me, I'm learning the fundamentals of marketing. So the fact that I'm doing lives every day, each of these live transcripts are taken down and turned into blogs, podcasts, articles, reels, carousels, short form content, podcast, different forms of communication, which I can upload on different social media platforms using the same raw script that I have and creating pieces. That way the originality of every single thing that I'm sharing stays authentic. And the fact that I'm putting my content out on multiple platforms using AI, that also helps me master communication skills, and through that foundation, master how to do good in that specific platform as well. Now, as all of these things are happening, there are two schools of thought that I want to talk about. And these are two schools of thought where Yogeshwari and I are in complete, I will not say loggerheads anymore. Before we were loggerheads. Right now, we are able to respect each other's perspective and then find a common ground and accordingly act. So Yogeshwari feels that we need to invest first and then earn. Only if we invest, we will earn. So we invest in resources, we invest in hiring, we invest uh, in help for all the things that we are not good at. To give you some examples, we had hired an intern who's going to take care of the video editing. We hired a video editor who did reels for us for a few months. We hired an organic marketer who takes care of video scripting, video editing, scheduling the posts, comments also. But then they charged money for it. I am completely from the opposite school of thought. Before I share my school of thought, the questions that I had for Yogeshwari is, fine, you want to go ahead and you want to get help, 110% right. But then where is the money to pay to them? How are we earning that money? If you are hiring for help, or if you're hiring an expert for whatever reasons, you need to have money flowing in, which you can then give them, isn't it? That's a cycle that continues so that they can help you make more money, and more money, you can pay them more. That's a cycle that goes in. But you look at any of the experts in this world right now, at this point of me recording this live, if anyone who wants to take care of your marketing charges a fee. Anyone who wants to coach you to get results charges a fee. Anyone who wants to help you build systems charge you a fee. A fee which, if you are starting out just like me right now, you don't have it. So what do? You sell off your assets with the hope that this investment is going to generate some returns. And I don't know about you, but I keep getting pounded with coaches and trainers and offers and services and products that tells me, take a loan to take this service and stuff. In fact, banks and institutions, fintech companies are reaching out to me. Wow, Suryadeep, your credit score is slowly touching 800. This is the perfect time to take a personal loan. Use that personal loan to go for that vacation. And guess what? Over the last couple of years growing up, I literally see my parents and their generation falling prey to such communication errors. And this, I feel, is completely unethical forms of communication. You are targeting my dreams, my aspiration, and then persuading me to pay you the money that I don't have so that I can get pushed and crushed in depths. So my question always is, okay, can you help me find the money that I can pay you? That has always been my question. And the fact that right now it's the 51st day that we are going live, my only commitment is that every single piece of work that goes out in the world, in the internet, in social media, is only and only going to help you to improve your life, to grow to such an extent where you're going to earn the money and then only pay me. Otherwise, don't pay me. I want to start that with, I want to start with that intention. Now, my school of thought is we have resources. What are the resources we have? Yesterday also I mentioned, I'll repeat that today as well. We have a hard disk full of resources and resources that can teach us stuff. I can get access to any book in this world at my fingertips. I have a phone. The phone has a camera and a microphone built in it. I have an internet connection through which gives me access to the whole world at my own comfort zone. I know 3 languages, which gives me an opportunity to tap into three of the biggest audiences in the planet. Collectively, for Yogeshwari and I, we have a combination of 4 languages we can fluently read, write, and speak, which gives us access to 4 different regional markets. Are you able to understand the impact, what we can create? Okay, we have 2 laptops. I have 1 laptop, she has 1 laptop. Okay, we have a tablet. We have, again, phones. We have a karaoke mic. We have a recording studio. We have a fit body and a fit mind without any diseases. We have a mind that works sharper than 99% of human beings on the planet, because we are already far ahead than 99% human beings on the planet, because we show up every single day for the world. Isn't that all the resources that we wanted 5 years ago, which we have right now? All we need to do is just show up. And if we show up enough, if we talk enough, if we share enough, if we create enough, then at least at some point of time, people are going to be like, I really want to check out what these people are doing. And when they do so, imagine what they're going to find when they join our ecosystem. Wow, this guy has been going live for 51 days straight. Wow, she has been touching 50 days straight. Wow, her posts are so powerful. Wow, if this is the free value that she's giving, what is going to happen if I decide to join her program? Oh my God, she's only working with 10 people per month. I cannot delay this anymore. Wow, this guy is creating courses which are literally bestsellers, who's making me sit and learn a micro skill within 90 minutes. Wow, this person's content I read and I actually feel that I can do it. He's literally given me the steps. I can reach out to him every morning, connect with him live, chat with him, ask questions, and he will solve them for me in that live session itself. This guy is really doing something crazy, something that I don't see anyone in this world do it. And this is my school of thought. By giving enough value, I will earn money first. It doesn't take money to make money. I attended a seminar where I was talking to a few people, and one of the person used these words. In fact, this became his mantra when he started out. It doesn't take money to make money. It doesn't take money to make money. It doesn't take money to make money. This was his affirmation every single day. And today, well, he's already achieved enough money, not just that, real estate deals and whatnot. It fascinates me, the possibilities and the opportunities that we are standing on right at this point of time. It's only about whether we are doing it enough or not. Simple as that. And that's what I decided to do yesterday through the landing page. So if today anyone tells me that, Suryadeep, I want to join your cohort, can we hop in on a call where I can understand more about it? I send the landing page to them first. And I tell them, this is going to take you around a short 5 minutes to read the entire thing. It would mean the world to me if you read everything and go through everything first, all the way till the frequently asked questions. Once you go through it, you will be having certain questions. Write me those questions over WhatsApp or wherever you are watching this from, on social media, DM me, whatever it is. And then I will answer your questions. That will save your time, that will save my time. It'll help you take a calculated decision because all the information I've just put my heart and soul out into that page itself. It's supposed to answer 99% of all the questions that you're going to have. The remaining 1%, we can hop in on a call and I would be more than happy to answer. And guess what? Every single time I'm having such conversations, even that 1% questions that they ask is also added in the FAQ section. So I'm completely automating and delegating the entire task of sales and marketing to my landing page. And I'm focused only on creating more and more value every single day for the world. Now, I know for sure that this video is going to blow up at some point of time. Either a founder is going to see this or a Fortune 500 company is going to see this. And they will tell me, wow, Suryadeep, I never looked at marketing this way. I never looked at sales this way. Would you be open to come to our office and give us a 2-day masterclass or tell us everything you know about communication related to marketing? And voila, if there's anything that Yogeshwari and I have mastered, is to create a curriculum, implementable curriculum that works every single time. It's through the books that we've read, through the podcasts we go through, interactions we have, the lives that we do, the systems we are creating. That's the one biggest skill that we have. And that in itself creates an opportunity. Again, look at the communication involved over there. They are reaching out to us. We are talking to them. They are inviting us. We are visiting. We are talking to so many people. We are recording the entire event. We are answering a lot of questions. We are getting success stories, testimonials, thought process, recording every single thing. And that again will be used for marketing elements, for promotions, for sales, sales testimonials, for product development. Are you able to see the positive cycle that creates from one skill, just one skill? What am I working on today after the live? Well, the very first thing that I'm working on is, I think 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock is the time when I'm going to be very, very particular. Of course, today might not be 5 o'clock. Today get slightly delayed because I woke up late yet again. But usually when I'm waking up on time, it's happening because I'm going to sleep on time. So two very big realizations. First is the laptop must get turned off by the time the sun sets. If that happens, then I have enough time to take my tablet and read. I have enough time to talk to my parents. I have enough time to spend time and talk to Yogeshwari. I have enough time to even do my evening walking and evening workouts. And if I go to sleep early, the next day I'm going to wake up early. If I wake up early, I can finish my entire routine, where I start working at 8:30 with the live and end my work day by 4:30, 5 o'clock. Today, what am I going to do is I'm going to sit down with AI and create end-to-end systems of how to repurpose every single live. I tried doing that yesterday, but I realized that things were too jumbled up. Like I've already moved 51 episodes. Now I'm starting the repurposing all the way from episode number 1. Each of the episodes is turned into carousels, blogs, reels, podcasts, long form content, Quora, Twitter, and all of those things. And I want to learn all those things one step at a time, one frame at a time, with the process of rescheduling multiple pieces of content. Now, because I've already done 51 episodes, imagine 3 more days and it'll be 54. Okay. Each of the content piece, here's what I have in mind. Okay. Ideally, okay, I'm just sharing ideal scenario with you. Every content piece, because I've spoken minimum for 30 minutes, maximum up to 1.5 hours also. Every content piece, the transcript is going to be turned into 7 shorts, 7 reels, 7 short form content, 7 posts on Facebook, on LinkedIn and stuff. I didn't want to hear you. I didn't want you to hear me cough, but I just couldn't hit the unmute on time. So I'm going to use this mic button from now on. I think I'll keep that handy. Okay. 7 posts to be done on LinkedIn, 7 posts to be done on Facebook, Twitter threads, Pinterest, Quora answers. That's a secondary form of marketing, as in the platforms that I have no clue about, which I really need to learn from scratch. But my main platforms, which is my blog, LinkedIn, YouTube. YouTube, I'm obviously doing live. LinkedIn, because that's the platform I resonate with the most and the platform where I would ideally want to be more active in. The kind of clients that I'm looking forward to work with, whether it's the companies, B2B, B2C, the kind of students I'd like to work with as a part of our cohort, majorly are active in LinkedIn. But then the other platforms also is what I would like to master. So each live content is broken down into the entire next 7 days of content. Ready, scheduled, uploaded, and AI doing the maximum of the bulk work. What I did is I created the agents first, and then I thought they will be able to do it. But then I realized it's not working as well as I would have loved. So now I'm going to create agents, rather custom GPTs, for every micro work that I am doing. As in an agent where I will just upload the transcript of every live episode. The agent is just going to polish the content, which I can then repurpose to another agent who will just write blogs, to another agent who will just give descriptions, to another agent who will just help me write newsletters, to another agent who will just be an expert in LinkedIn posts. And I will use the power of AI to help me build all of those things. All that is what I'm going to do today. Whether it's going to happen today, on time, later, and all, I have no idea. All I know is while I am in the process of work, there are going to be certain challenges that comes in. Challenges as in the laptop can break down. I've been having this allergy, so I need to go out and get medicines. The food needs to be taken care of. The place where I'm staying needs to be clean. The water, oh my God, the water needs to be refilled. I love drinking a lot of water when I'm working, kind of finish, 6 liters for sure, easily. And then sitting down for work with that space, the time, the laser focus mode of getting into work, non-productive, as in ensuring that all the non-productive tasks are moved away. Phone is away from me. Right now, when I'm speaking to you, my phone is on charge. It's on flight mode, so I'm not going to get any calls and all because I'm not working anymore. I know I'm not dependent on anyone to call. In case if my parents want to talk to me, they can drop me a WhatsApp. If I see the WhatsApp only, then I'll talk to them. The tasks, the interactions, and all of those things are kept aside when I'm laser focused and working. I do that maybe during the evening part. When I'm doom scrolling, I take care of all the interactions and all that and creating a system around it. I think today's live was far more one of the most valuable lives that I have recorded. So I'm feeling very proud of myself. There's going to be so much of amazing stuff that's going to come out from this live. The the ecosystem that I'm trying to build, I'm telling that straight away to you. One is the soft skills that we need to master in order to grow in our communication muscle. So if you go to my website, in the micro courses page, I'm again going to revamp my website also because that's something that where all the traffic is going to flow in. So that's also something that I have in mind. So the courses page is going to have two aspects. One is for personal development, one is for professional development. So personal development will include all these soft skills like awareness, clarity, mindset, how to think, how to emotionally get yourself adapted. All of those things will be mentioned over there. The technical skills is when I'll get into all of these things that I'm doing. How am I doing it? So whether it's using AI as a marketing agent, creating custom GPTs, or turning AI as an executive assistant, intern, and all of those things will be added and upgraded from time to time. As people are joining the Udemy courses, I will also be inviting them for the live sessions that we are going to be doing, which is going to be all doubt clearing sessions, so that their answers are going to be updated as course materials as we continue to upgrade our micro courses. And again, all of those micro courses will be available to you if you're watching this absolutely for free. If you're a part of my newsletter, you will get the first hand access to sign up for the courses absolutely for free. If I give enough free value, I'm sure people will get these many layers of value. Look at the layers of communication from my end as well. Okay. Free teaching through social media, different aspects of social media. Every day going live, answering questions and talking to people. Okay. how to do the stuff. Free micro courses that is going to help you learn it in less than 90 minutes. Free handling of doubts if you join the inner circle calls, which is happening weekly, fortnightly. We are yet to decide. I will anyways let you know. Free notes and resources and custom GPTs and all if you are signing up for my newsletter. Free content pieces and videos going all across social media in different target specific pages, as well as my own profiles. If there are so many touch points where I am giving free value, world-class value to the world, wouldn't 10 people join me for a live cohort each month? Only 10. This is the ecosystem that I'm building. This is the 90-day challenge for me. So day number 51, did I start? No, I didn't. But do I have the clarity and the daily learnings to make it happen? Oh, heavens, yes. I might as well take the day off so that I can go to sleep early, enjoy for some more time, and then start from tomorrow morning afresh. At this point of time, I don't know. The fact that I'm talking about it, it's giving me the fire deep within. And the fact that I'm doing it live, I know I can always go back and look at it and say to myself, oh, why did I even get started? Yesterday, I also got this little thought. I think it was not a good idea to resign from the job. The month salary was coming in, everything was taken care of. But today, after this live, I think freedom is something that I love. Anyways, if I join a new job, I'll not even last a year. It's inevitable. But what I'm able to create through this, even if it's going to take me some time, even if it's stretching me beyond my limits where I'm spending my savings and all month on month, but the possibility here is endless. That was a huge sigh of relief. Episode number 51, we did a great job. I will not say that the 90-day challenge has started yet, but we are going to figure things out. Every single problem, we will be breaking it down, because at the end of the day, whether it's success, whether it's no success, it's always a communication problem and a lesson for us all to learn. With that, this is Dr. Suryadeep. Do share your love, your thoughts, whatever it is that you agree and disagree in the comments. Do let me know what you feel every single time if you're going through this episode with me right now. The only way from here is up.